If you're looking to engage your sphere, nurture leads, and show up in your marketing in a modern yet automated way, then I highly encourage you to consider email marketing. Now, I'll be honest that if you haven't had results with email in the past, it likely had a lot to do with your content. Because if we want people to actually open your email and enjoy and look forward to hearing from you, then we need to give them a reason to, and that comes down to what you're actually sharing with them. So when we think about email marketing, there's oftentimes two audiences. Your sphere, those people that you want to stay in touch with because it's a source of repeat and referral business, and leads as well. These people might have an active real estate need, and you can come up with an email marketing newsletter that actually serves the needs of both audiences. So it's another touch point to work into your overall strategy that works in so many different ways. And to do that, let's take a look at some of the content that should be inside that email. So let's take a look at this monthly email newsletter and why it works. So at the top, we're introducing the topic. We want people to know right away, is this something that I care about? Or do I want to maybe come back and look at it later? We also want to remind people who it's coming from as well. So there'll be a little summary that they can read of what to expect in the newsletter before diving into the content. And we're coming right up to one of my 3 key topics that we always include in newsletters, and that's lifestyle. Because tips for buyers and sellers, your sphere might not honestly really care about that right now, but we do want to keep them engaged. And that's why I like lifestyle and at home topics that are adjacent to real estate. It's still related, it still makes sense, but it engages them in new ways. And in this email newsletter template, it's actually very cool. We have a video that plays in the email. So this is a fall newsletter, and I'm going to go ahead and play it really quickly. And it's just a quick little touch point, something else to engage them and catch their eye. And then underneath that, we're going into local community content. So you are that local expert guide. You are the go-to, and we want to tie you into your community, but we also want to keep people interested. We want people to come back to this email newsletter to get value from it. So we're going to talk about the local community. So this time it's autumn. It's the Autumn Insider Guide, and it's very easy. It's fill in the blank to add your own content, but it still brings a lot of value to the person reading it. And it also might be something that they send to a friend. So there are a lot of layers to these email newsletters and why they work for you. And then we're wrapping up this edition with the real estate topic. So we went from lifestyle, local, and now we have real estate. You don't always have to share a market update, but we want to continue to provide value. So this month we have the local home buyers guide, which is a template inside the marketing suite that we are promoting because a lot of things have changed in real estate. And this home buyers guide is a local edition that fills people in on the buyer agreement, but also what's going on in the market, the home buying process, all for that local area. There's a lot of value in this freebie, this download that you're sharing with the people on your list. So we have your real estate topic, and then we wrap it all up. We summarize the end of the email newsletter and give them other opportunities, future calls to action, more things that they might want to do to connect with you. Maybe you have a listing you want to feature, you have a different thing that you want to offer them. You can put it all down here in your email signature, and of course, include your branding as well. So when you have these 3 topics, lifestyle and at home, local content, and real estate, it doesn't have to be in that order all the time, but when you hit those 3 topics, it really works to engage your sphere. Now, this template that I'm showing you is actually in ConvertKit, and it's one of the marketing email newsletters that we provide inside the marketing suite. So if you're wondering, okay, well, how do I access this template inside ConvertKit? It's very easy. We're going to start with your marketing suite dashboard, and then you'll find your email newsletter every month. So I'm right here on the home page of the marketing suite, and you can always find this month's email newsletter in our latest release section. You can just click here and go right to that email newsletter, or you can find it in the navigation. You can scroll on down to the monthly email newsletters. And for this example, I'm looking at September. So I would click in here, It's going to have some directions at the top, and it's going to have the preview in ConvertKit. So just what we were looking at a second ago, we've got that preview, and to actually open the template in ConvertKit, we're just going to simply hit this button. And what's cool is this works very similar to opening a template in Canva. It's going to bring that template into your ConvertKit account, and then you can easily edit it and fill in the information from there. So once you have it open, you're going to go ahead and click use this template. So now you might be wondering, okay, great, I want to get started with the newsletters, but what is ConvertKit and why should I use ConvertKit? Well, ConvertKit is an email marketing platform. It's one that I actually love and use in my business, and I think you'll really enjoy it as well. You can send out beautiful email newsletters, but you can also set up landing pages to capture leads. It integrates with other tools you might be using like on Instagram, like mini chat for automated DMs. It has a lot of cool features, but it's also really easy to use. And the best part is you can get started with ConvertKit for free. So if this is your first time accessing ConvertKit, you're going to go to ConvertKit.com to create your account. And I just want to note here that ConvertKit is rebranding themselves as Kit. So if you're watching this video later and you don't see it saying ConvertKit, it might just be called Kit in the future. Okay, so when you go to ConvertKit.com, you're going to go ahead and sign up for free and sign up to create your account. It's very easy, just, sign up like anything else. And I want to pull this back out to the pricing page. So if you have under 10,000 people on your email list, you can sign up for their newsletter version for free. So you can sign up for free there. And if you want to use some more of the advanced features, which I actually recommend, you can sign up for the creator account right here for $25 a month, which really isn't bad when it's a CRM, email marketing, landing page, all the features that you have, automations, drip campaigns, flows, fancy things as well. So you have those two options. You can do the 0 month for less than 10,000 people on your list, which honestly, most agents have less than 10,000 people on their list. Or you can do the creator account, which gives you some more features. And when you start your 14-day free trial, which make sure you use the link that I provide for this, when you start your 14-day free trial, it starts you out on the creator plan. And you'll try that out. And then when you get towards the end of that 2 weeks, you can actually downgrade to the free plan from there. But you try it out with the creator plan. Okay? So we go ahead and we sign up for ConvertKit. Go ahead and sign up for free. Make sure you use that link that I've provided. And that's all you need to do to get started. And then you'll be inside ConvertKit. And let me show you what that looks like. Okay, here I am inside a test account we have at Ideas for Real Estate for ConvertKit. And there is a lot you see here on this screen, so I don't want you to get overwhelmed right away. But I'm going to walk you through some of the different features that you have in ConvertKit. The first thing is they make it really easy to see the different types of goals with your email marketing. So do you want to grow your list right here at the top? Do you want to send emails? Do you want to automate any marketing flows? And then they have some other options for creators that you don't really need to worry about. And then of course, a learning section. On Grow, this is where you can add people to your list and you can create landing pages. On Send, this is where you'll actually get the email templates that I just shared with you, and you can send out emails. So you can send out that monthly email newsletter, or you could send out maybe a just listed email, an invite to an open house. You can do different things with it, and you can get everything set up right here in your ConvertKit dashboard. So when you first log in, one of the first things that you're going to want to do is make sure that your email account is connected and set up. So you'll come over here to your settings. Okay, you'll make sure that you have all of this set up here in your settings. All of this is accurate. And then in the email section, you're going to want to make sure that your email is confirmed. I've already confirmed my email here in the settings, and this allows you to actually send emails from that account. So when I send an email with ConvertKit, you want it to be coming from you. So one of the first things that you have to do is confirm your email address. So you'll come over here, it'll give you the prompt to confirm it, then you open up your email and confirm it. That's all you need to do. It's very easy from there. And then once you're in here, you're set. There's basically no other tech that you need to do unless you want to do some fancier things, but you don't have to. The biggest thing is confirming your email. And that's all you need to do to make your way around ConvertKit and get started. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do is add people to ConvertKit. So we're going to want to put your list in ConvertKit. Now ConvertKit calls the contacts in your database subscribers. So I'm here on the main page and we're going to want to go to grow and then subscribers. And then from here, it's going to give you a view of what it looks like with your subscribers. Are you growing your list actively? Are you generating leads? Are you uploading your contacts regularly? Are you adding your past customers that you're working with, the new people that you meet? You'll have a nice view to see there. Everybody who is subscribed, you'll see a list here, and you can add subscribers. Now there are 3 main ways to add subscribers. We can add a single subscriber, we can import a whole file, a CSV file or an Excel file, and we can import actually from another provider, all from this screen. Now I want to note something. ConvertKit wants you to organize your contacts. So it has an option to add tags. And a tag is very much like a hashtag. It's a way to organize contacts and information. So you can add tags here like past buyer, maybe past seller, sphere. You can add tags to help you with your contacts. Or you might even just put an import date as a tag so you know where these people came from. Because then when you go to add subscribers and we add a single subscriber, it wants you to tag that single subscriber. So let's say you met somebody today and you started working with the buyer. You could put in their information and then tag them as a buyer or tag them as an active lead, and then you can save it. The other option is to import a CSV file, which you would upload the CSV file and it's going to map fields very similarly to other CRMs. So if you have columns of data, it's going to bring all that over. And then the third option on this screen is to import from another provider. So you can follow the directions here to import from another provider. So most people will probably do the import a CSV file. So that's definitely the way to go. But if you want to make it very simple on yourself, ConvertKit actually has the option for them to do that for you, which is very cool. So I will include this link here. And if you are signed up for a paid ConvertKit account, then they'll use this feature of actually importing your contacts over from another service. And there's all kinds of other email providers that you might be coming from right here, and they'll help you move it over. Now, this is only available if you have the paid account, but it's an option. And then once you have all of your contacts in ConvertKit, it's very easy to start sending emails. Once you have ConvertKit all set up, you can start using the email newsletters inside the marketing suite. So I'm here in the marketing suite looking at one of our monthly email newsletters. Now we have the preview here of the newsletter, which we already looked at in ConvertKit, but we want to actually start using it and editing it. So all we're going to do is hit the button to send the email in ConvertKit. And what's going to happen is it's going to open in another tab, and this is from ConvertKit, and we're going to go ahead and use this template. It's very similar to Canva. We're opening up the template to use in our own accounts. So we'll say use this template. So it's copying, it's moving it over into your account so you can actually edit it. So right here, we are in the templates section. So we have the September newsletter, and it's here as a template, which is great. It's in our account as a template. So I'm going to go over here to send email templates in ConvertKit and show you where this is. Okay, we've got the template right here in our account. So perfect. Now in ConvertKit, you have your email templates, and then you have broadcasts and sequences. That's how you actually email out things. We're just going to focus on broadcasts for this tutorial because we're sending out the one-time monthly email newsletter. So we have the templates ready to go. We're going to actually send it out as a broadcast. So I would come over here to broadcasts, and then I'm going to create a new monthly newsletter. So we would click new broadcast. And then from here, we're going to choose that template. So I'm going to pick the September newsletter. It's going to put it into my account, and then I can start editing it. Now, the first thing we see is the subject line. So you can write your own subject line here, or I'm going to open up the marketing suite and we've got a subject line. So I'm going to use that suggested subject line and paste it in. And I live in Central Florida, so I'm going to put in here Central Florida or Orlando, wherever I might want to focus. And then from here, you can click on all the elements to edit it and to change things. What I recommend you do is kind of scroll through and look at it and read it first before you start making any edits, just so you're familiar with it. And then you can start editing. To change any text, all you need to do is simply click on the text, and then from there you can edit it. So maybe I'll put Orlando here. And then you can add your name and start filling in the information. So this first part, there's nothing I need to do. The video is already embedded into this email as an example. Now there's not always a video, but this one has a video. And now we're getting to some local insider information. So I'll need to fill this in. So pumpkin spice lattes, a fall classic that's perfect for a morning pick-me-up. So where has a great pumpkin spice latte? So maybe I'll say for Orlando, Rosalie's in Winter Garden, which is like a cute little Paris style coffee shop. And then you can fill it in. We have a lot of cool donut places here in Orlando. I'd put one of those in here, like I think like Voodoo Donuts, and there's all kinds of donut places, pies, and you can put things here and you can fill it in and start filling it in with your local information. This one I don't need to edit, and this one's some local events. Now every month this content is going to be a little bit different. Some months there's not much to change, some months there's more to change. Sometimes we might be editing content about the real estate info, maybe it's specific to that market. Sometimes it's about the local, but we try to have a mix of stuff that's ready for you to use right away, that doesn't require any editing, and content that you need to customize. And the customization is really how you stand out in your local market. So take a minute to fill this information in, and then you'll get to the bottom and you'll take a look and see, are there any links I want to add here? Do I have a website where I have a listing? You can link it here. If you don't, you can also delete anything. So maybe I don't want this. I can go ahead and delete that. But make sure you read everything before you delete. And then you can fill this in with your information, and you can upload your image. So when I click right here, image, when I click on the image, you'll notice on the right it changed. And we want to replace that. And we can choose an image to upload. So I can upload my headshot right there, and that would switch that out. Okay, and you'll want to keep this button down here, unsubscribe, because you need that for email marketing. And then once everything looks good, you can preview the email, and this will give you a preview of it. I also recommend you send yourself a test email. So you can send yourself a test email so you can see what that would look like before it goes to anybody. And then when everything looks good, you're going to come to the bottom right-hand corner and hit continue. And then you're going to choose, do you want to send your email? Who do you want to send it to? Do you want to send it to all your subscribers? Or do you want to add a filter? Maybe you want to send it to just your sphere. This goes back to those tags that you added. You can filter who you're sending it to. And then you select when you want to send it. Let's say I want to send it tomorrow. And then once you've done all of this, you hit continue and you can schedule the broadcast. So we'll schedule it, and it will be scheduled to send tomorrow, which is very cool. And you also have the option too, if you wanted to, you might have noticed it, you can publish it too. So you have a link of that email that you can use. You could share it on Facebook, on LinkedIn, send it out in other ways for cross-promoting your email marketing. So just a quick recap. Once you open those email newsletters in the marketing suite, you're going to get the template into ConvertKit. From there, it's just going to go into your email templates, which is great because it's a template, but we want to actually send it. So we'll go to broadcasts, and then we will say new broadcast. New broadcast means like one new email. You will select that template that you want, and then you'll edit it from there. Okay? And then you can go back and see all of your past broadcasts and how they're doing. And we see that this one is scheduled for tomorrow. And you'll see I've got a couple other test ones in my account as well. And that's how easy it is to schedule and send your emails inside of ConvertKit. Now, I encourage you to make email marketing a part of your monthly strategy. One tip for this is to create a newsletter day. Maybe this is the third Saturday of the month, the second Tuesday of the month, and every time on that month, you send out your newsletter. So you have that consistency and you give yourself a deadline. But if you need any help along the way, definitely reach out to our team. Make sure you are diving into the marketing suite, looking at the newsletters each month and sending those out and growing your list, because I promise you, you will get such a return from email marketing, and you might not even notice it right away, but people open those emails and they engage with them even quietly in the background, and then they might send you an email and they might reply to it and say, hey, my friend is thinking of buying or selling. I have a need. Or you might hear from them in different ways. It's all part of a broader strategy, and it's so easy to do. You saw how long it took to edit that email, and once you make it a habit, it will be something consistent in your marketing. So I hope you enjoy these email marketing templates inside the marketing suite. We love using ConvertKit for it, and working with these two tools together, you have an awesome modern email marketing plan that you can rely on to get you business. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me and my team here at Ideas for Real Estate.